Hello everyone. In this session we'll see important topics from the chapter 8. Okay. So the chapter 8 is function overloading and member function. So in this chapter totally we'll be getting 6 marks. Okay. 1 marks 1 question will be there and 5 marks 1 question will be there for your examination. Then we'll see what are the important things that needs to be covered from this chapter. So in function overloading, we have to learn the definition of a function overloading. What is function overloading and what is the need or advantage of using function overloading, and limitations or restrictions and its syntax along with some examples. Okay, so function overloading is nothing but two or more function having the same function name, but that must be differs from number of arguments and type of arguments. Okay, so that is the definition, and you have to write the need and advantages. Need or advantage or pros both are the same. Okay, and restrictions are nothing but its disadvantages. That means when we cannot okay, so in function overloading you must focus only on the three concepts: function overloading, and what is inline function, and what is friend function. So these three are the very important things. Only the three things are there from this chapter. You can surely get 6 marks from this chapter if you have prepared for all the three important topics. Okay, so in inline function also you have to learn the definition. What is inline function and what are the advantages and its characteristics. That means the features of inline functions, how we can write the inline function, what are the characteristics to be satisfied. Those are all the important things. Okay, then advantage of using inline function and what is the disadvantage along with syntax and example. Okay, so for this example you can write your lab program itself, that is in order to find the cube of a number using inline function, so that you can include that practical program in this theory also. Okay, inline function is very important. And friend function. So what is friend function? This definition, if they ask you for friend function for the 1 marks, then show okay, then its characteristics along with syntax and example. Okay, so these are all the main important things that you need to be concentrate from the chapter function overloading and member function. Okay, so now we'll see the important questions from chapter 9, that is constructor and destructor. Very easy and interactive chapter. So this is constructor and destructor, chapter 8. So totally we'll be getting 10 marks from this chapter. 2 marks 1 question will be there, and 3 marks 1 question, 5 marks 1 question. So no need to worry about the 1 marks question from this chapter. You have to focus only on 2, 3 and 5 marks questions. Okay, so in constructor, what is constructor? That is the definition that you have to learn, and rules are very important. Rules while used while writing the constructor. You can surely expect this question for 5 marks question. What are the rules used while writing the constructor? And syntax and small program example, that is important from the definition of the constructor and its rules along with syntax and example. Okay, next, then you have to learn the types of constructor. How many types of constructors are there? 3: default constructor, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. Okay, so in that each definitions or each type of constructor you have to learn the definition and its features. Is there any advantages or disadvantages? Along with syntax and example, you have to be prepared. Okay, so default constructor, their definition, features and its disadvantages, and syntax and example. Then parameterized constructor, there also you have to learn the definition, its features along with syntax and example. Okay, in the same way, copy constructor definition. When our copy constructors are used, there are 7 instances. Okay, so you have to write all those instances when the copy constructor is required, or when we can use the copy constructor. Those are all the important things, and its features along with syntax and example. Okay, then next topic is invoking constructor. What is invoking constructor? That means how constructor can be called. Okay, there are 3 ways. In order to call the constructor, there are 3 ways. It can be either explicit call, implicit call, or using equal, that is assignment operator, along with its syntax and small example program. Okay, you have to learn all the syntax and example program. And one more thing, when you want to write a syntax, then that must be enclosed by the rectangular box, okay, that represent the syntax. Along with some programming example, you have to write the invoking constructor concept. Okay, next, destructor, very important question. You can expect destructor for 2 marks questions or 3 marks question. What is destructor and which symbol is used with destructor? Okay, so we are going to use the tilde symbol in order to represent the destructor. That is important thing. And here also, whatever the rules that you have written for constructor, same way you can write the destructor. Okay, but in constructor we are going to use the same name as of the class, but in destructor here also we are going to use the same name as of the class, but that will be preceded by what? Tilde symbol. That must be the difference between those constructor and destructor. Okay, here also you have to learn the difference, definition. What is the definition of destructor? So these are all the very important things from constructor and destructor. What is constructor? Its type, their definition, features, advantage, disadvantage, and its syntax. Then how to invoke the constructor and destructor. Okay, listen students, surely you can get out of out marks from chapter 8 and 9. So don't miss any concept from this chapter 8 and 9. Okay, focus and learn all the important things. If you have any doubts in any question, kindly ping me. Okay, we'll see the important chapter of chapter 9 in the next session. Thank you so much.